50 than M. They took my hopes and dreams and turned me to a savage. 21, Tony Montana, she gripping my shotty. She called me Poppy, I whipped a Bugatti. She ride the ditches like it's a Ducati. She do some cardio, listen to Cardi, then turn on some Nicki and switch to a Barbie. Then she thinks she Lola, she vegan, do yoga, then roll us a blunt and we listen to Molly. Body called homicide, this is the body. I throw dick in the body, just to kick it, dick in the body, just to kick it with me, a bitch do karate. Like, y'all, to this world, I'm a star. You ain't thorough, you ain't thorough. You a girl, you a broad. I got a glick, it got a stick, I got a burl, I got a rod. If nerds looking for beef like Harold and Kumar. Yeah. I'm from a block where the methamphetamines move, and the crooked judicial systems never let the kings rule. Where history falsified and taught in every school to disconnect you from your culture like everything cool. See what having low self-esteem do? Got you praising the lineage of oppressors with recessive gene pools. Ooh. I guess from that perspective we are foes. I mean, you niggas was accepted, we was chose. If you don't postulate what I aesthetically propose, and we don't vibrate, that means we diametrically oppose. Yo, I hope this message electrifies. The European be leveraging privilege through ethnic bias. Yes. If you ain't do no scholarship on this, don't dare speak. This that ether that's gonna separate leaders from mere sheep. It's like whipping on the back of a slave with bare feet, when historically black college universities pledge Greek. It just isn't in your favor. It's of sick, twisted, sadistic, ritualistic nature. Look, you think it's odd they slaved you? If the slave master ain't served the same God they gave you, 400 years hard. Hold up. Yeah, hold up. Look. You think it's odd they slave you? If the slave master ain't served the same God they gave you, 400 years later, and you hardly stable, and you turn around and beg that same God to save you. Look, word to the sunrise. Homie, save yourself. Everything else, get a thumb drive. The young lives of black queens lost, misplaced, who've been raped, beaten, indoctrinated, and disgraced. We've been wet, shackled, and mutilated, put through degradation, disrespectfully viewed and hated. I mean truly flagrant, treated like shit in this fucking nation. Then in 1850, slaveholders came with this publication called How to Make the Ideal Slave. Now dig the vision. Rule number 1 was unconditional submission. Keep them in place with authority, cause rule number 2 was create inferiority. And Ye said that slavery was a choice, but let's be real clear. Rule 3 was take away their voice and instill fear. And hell yeah, I could see the passion in your eyes. I admire your perseverance for your fashion and your grind. But rule number 4 is why that hat was our demise. You keep the slave interested in the master's enterprise. Cause rule number 5 was deprive us of education, information, recreation. Look, you listening to me?
Teach them, we listening, teach them.
To deprive us of information, that's a psychological prison. Niggas have yet to come out, cause of slaves caught you. Man, hold up. That's a psychological prison. Niggas have yet to come out. If the slave master caught you learning, they cut your tongue out. Y'all hear me?
Yes, yes.
If the slave master caught you learning, they cut your tongue out. Then segregation 100 years was so thorough. No wonder there's so many kids on drugs in this cold world. Nigga, shout out J. Cole.
Yeah. Mind blown.
Look, hold
Mind
up.
blown.
I go off the top with an hour bill. I am just incredible. I'm a vegan. I throw dick in the body, just to kick it, dick in the body, just to kick it with me, a bitch do karate. Like, y'all, to this world, I'm a star. You ain't thorough, you ain't thorough. You a girl, you a broad. I got a glick, it got a stick, I got a burl, I got a rod. If nerds looking for beef like Harold and Kumar. Yeah. I'm from a block where the methamphetamines move, and the crooked judicial systems never let the kings rule. Where history falsified and taught in every school to disconnect you from your culture like everything cool. See what having low self-esteem do? Got you praising the lineage of oppressors with recessive gene pools. Ooh, I guess from that perspective we are foes. I mean, you niggas was accepted, we was chose. If you don't postulate what I aesthetically propose, and we don't vibrate, that means we diametrically oppose. Yo, I hope this message electrifies. The European be leveraging privilege through ethnic bias.
Yes.
If you ain't do no scholarship on this, don't dare speak. This that ether that's gonna separate leaders from mere sheep. It's like whipping on the back of a slave with bare feet, when historically black college universities pledge Greek. It just isn't in your favor. It's of sick, twisted, sadistic, ritualistic nature. Look, you think it's odd they slaved you? If the slave master ain't served the same God they gave you, 400 years hard. Hold up. Yeah, hold up. Look, you think think it's odd they slave you? If the slave master ain't served the same God they gave you 400 years later, and you hardly stable, and you turn around and beg that same God to save you. Look, word to the sunrise. Homie, save yourself. Everything else, get a thumb drive. The young lives of black queens lost, misplaced, who've been raped, beaten, indoctrinated, and disgraced. We've been wet, shackled, and mutilated, put through degradation, disrespectfully viewed and hated. I mean truly flagrant, treated like shit in this fucking nation. Then in 1850, slaveholders came with this publication called How to Make the Ideal Slave. Now dig the vision. Rule number 1 was unconditional submission. Keep them in place with authority, cause rule number 2 was create inferiority. And Ye said that slavery was a choice, but let's be real clear. Rule 3 was take away their voice and instill fear. And hell yeah, I could see the passion in your eyes. I admire your perseverance for your fashion and your grind. But rule number 4 is why that hat was our demise. You keep the slave interested in the master's enterprise. Cause rule number 5 was deprive us of education, information, recreation. Look, you listening to me?
Teach them, we listening, teach them.
To deprive us of information, that's a psychological prison. Niggas have yet to come out, cause of slaves caught you. Man, hold up. That's a psychological prison. Niggas have yet to come out. If the slave master caught you learning, they cut your tongue out. Y'all hear me?
Yes, yes.
If the slave master caught you learning, they cut your tongue out. Then segregation 100 years was so thorough. No wonder so many kids on drugs in this cold world. Nigga, shout out J. Cole.
Yeah. Mind blown.
Look, hold up. I go off the top with an hour bill. I am just incredible. I'm a vegan with sour milk. Alright, I quit.
Yo, hold up. Los. King Los. They call him that for a reason.
This ain't fair,
I
man.
don't even
it ain't
know.
fair.
I don't know how any rappers can go after that. That's Freestyle 95. I'm glad we did it before the year was over. Yes, 95.
Oh, man.
Freestyle 95. I'm glad we did
Chat,
it right
what's
before
going
the
on,
year,
chat?
Because it's going to take them to like 2024.
How everybody doing tonight? Peace to the oracles and the architects. Take your shoes off before you enter the live. This is This is another Ghost with the Most production. I'm your host, Majin Bruce Lee. And if you found this channel, this ain't just for gaming. We decode, we build, we add vibration to the world. So, tonight, I want to get into some things. I seen some things on the World Wide Web. Yeah, hold on real quick. Let me look at my notes. I hope my music ain't too loud. It's kind of loud in my ears. I'm gonna turn it down. Let me test my mic. Testing. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. What's up, chat? Where everybody from? Let's see. I need to do this. Okay. Okay, so tonight we're gonna step into something deeper. Probably ain't gonna be with you that long. Kinda wanna do a little gaming too if I can. Look like I have a good connection right now. So damn, this shit always do that. Let me see something. My connection looking okay, but it keeps dropping frames. I don't know. Streamer issues or whatever. I tried to stream earlier, but I was having issues. I think I fixed the issues though. But yeah. So if you read the title, it says Folklore Files episode 2. We're gonna keep going with the episodes, you know. And this is the origins and the culture. I forgot what I put. Origins and the culture or something. We forget when I write sometimes, chat. Of culture power, that's what it's called. So so let me explain how origin stories are formed, preserved, and interpreted. Not just history, but origin stories, identity, who wants to get to define them both. But who gets to define them both? We're going to define them here on this channel. But every group have a story. Damn, my shit just dropped frames. I ain't even checking my shit. But yeah, let's get right into it, I guess. Let me wait till my shit reconnect. Yeah, there we go. I think I'm just streaming on YouTube. I turned my Twitch off. Well, I still might be streaming on Twitch. But my shit's still doing the same thing. Yo, I got a good ass connection, internet, and this shit just keep doing the same thing. I don't know. But right now we're gonna get into this right now. So what I came across was this story right here. This slid across my desk. And I kinda wanted to break it down, if you know what I'm saying. Go down the rabbit hole. You feel me? So it says right here, an infant hospitalized with herpes after circumcision involving a direct oral suction. So if you don't know what circumcision is, testing. Well, my thing ain't moving. Testing. My mouth ain't moving. Hold on, chat. Let me fix that. Probably, yo, chat. 1 second, chat. Let me fix that. Yeah, I know it disappeared. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Oh, no.
With my Cuban on, and my biz with my music on. Old friends like what you and all.
Shit, I've been on my grind, I ain't usually home. Focused, I ain't using phones. Lately, I've been using songs to get my point across. Why niggas round me lose it all. But that's your coin to toss, I guess I always knew the ball. And as this world revolves, I'm cracking cause I do my job. From fucking hood rats to fucking stars, spending all cash to sliding cards. It's the definition of living large. Smoking top flight in the biggest cars. Told you roll 8, this shit was ours. Getting this cake, yeah, nigga, then getting more. Look at this world, young nigga, this is really yours. Nigga, this really mine. My niggas is really for it. Them buildings is really high. The cars is really for it. And all I see is ocean view. Small circle, it's a joke.
Alright, I think I fixed it. Let me turn this down. Okay, let's get back into this. My mouth wasn't moving. But yeah, if you don't know what circumcision is, it's basically it's when they suck the blood out of a baby's eggplant. Yeah, that's what they do. That's just weird as fuck. But a 2-week-old baby was hospitalized at Wilson Hospital contracting herpes during a circumcision involving a direct oral suction. So I guess this is the hospital. Sylvanus Adams Children's Hospital. It's right there in Hebrew too, I guess. Yeah, and this wasn't that long ago. This was on March 18th, 2016. 2026. A 2-week-old baby6 at Wilson Medical Hospital with a severe herpes infection after contracting a virus during a Brit Mala Jewish ritual circumcision that involved direct oral suction, also known as metazitza bin pip. Doctors found the virus had reached the infant's cerebral fluid, indicating that the infection that penetrated the central nervous system, a life-threatening condition in newborns whose immune systems are not fully developed. The infant was rushed to the hospital after developing concerns lesions in the circumcision area and showing the rapid deterioration in its condition, requiring immediate hospitalization. After a tense series of tests, including a lumbar puncture, doctors discovered that the herpes virus had entered the baby's cerebral fluid. Dr. Diana Thrasher, head of the I'm from Florida. Forgive me, cause I be butchering words. But Department of the Medical Center and Specialist Infection Disease described as the case deeply troubling. Sound like it's repeating the same thing, but this is crazy, and this is what these so-called Jewish people do. I didn't even read the whole story. If you want to read the story, it's you can go to Jerusalem Post, or I'll leave it in the description. But I want to get into let's just get some visuals going. Oh, I ain't got it up. So this right here is a video of the same thing. What happened? Let me make sure the volume is on here. TikTok. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's get into this. Let me turn off the music. Hold on 1 second.
This one is a disgusting one, but bear with me.
Oh man, I'm lagging.
Rabbi gives 2-week-old baby herpes from
these
circumcision site,
dang
which means after the baby was born,
man,
2
I
years in
swore
his
I
birth,
fixed my connection.
and after circumcision, this
I
disgusting
got
bastard puts
banging
his lips
connection.
around the baby's private parts and sucks the blood out of it with his mouth. And now he's
But
transmitted this disease
it don't
called
show up
herpes
on
to this
stream.
baby who knows nothing. And at the same time, this man called himself a Jew, a child of God, where this act is not within the Bible. You know what I'm saying? They claim to hold the Torah, and the Torah is the first 5 books in the Bible, and this act is not in the Bible. Not one. You understand? The Bible says in the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9, those who call themselves the Jews are not. They are of the house. They are of the synagogue of Satan, because they do everything against the Most High God. But I'm going to show you who these people really are. Give me 1 second. These people are the Khazar, the Ashkenazi, a member of the Turkish people who occupied a large part of southern Russia. Remember that, Russia. From the 6th to the 11th century, who converted to Judaism, in the 8th century. You understand? These people are Europeans. These people are Turkish. These people are Russian. These people are not the so-called children of God. They are not the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians, who are the true Israelites, not Israelis, not Jewish. Understand? These people are Europeans. That's why they do all the weird stuff. That's why they do everything against the Most High God. Let me show you their land. The land these people were first from before they stole the land of Israel. There you have it. This is their homeland. And if you know the region, if you know that area, that's where the Caucasus Mountains are at. The caves. You understand? Shalom. This one is a disgusting one, but bear with me. Rabbi gives 2.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. So let's take a look at where these motherfuckers from. Oops, wrong one. Right here. Okay, this is a map. Hold on. That's just a little them up. Okay, that's better. So this is a map of Khazaria and where it exactly is. This is right where the Caucasus Mountains are. I meant to pull up the Caucasus Mountains. I didn't even pull them up. Dang it. I want to show a picture of what the Caucasus Mountains look like. But these people from right here, they all moved to this area. Well, up in this area. They all moved over here into this area. Over here you can see this is Spain and everything. But yeah. So I want to show you the case, but we'll go into we're gonna go into the Bible. You know, well, these people are called Semitics. I'm doing this all backwards, but we gonna keep, y'all gonna get it to the end. I'm just gonna be everywhere. So let me exit out of this one. Well, basically, this is from Australia. Some people they found in Australia walking on all fours. But when they found these people in the Caucasus caves, this is how they was walking out the caves.
The immediate response I had was that I couldn't believe my eyes. I had never expected that even under the most extraordinary scientific fantasy, that modern human beings could return to an animal state.
I don't think y'all can hear that. No, you can't. Now you can still hear the
It was an astonishing transformation.
you can still hear the sound, Kyle. What's up there? Okay, so we're gonna go from there into I don't think I have nothing else to show on YouTube. Let me show you the Caucasus Mountains. Expect Kazaria. I spell Caucasus. Caucasus Mountain. Here it is right here. Let's see what this says first. Khazaria was a powerful 7th century, 10th century Turkish empire based in northern Caucasus region, spanning from the Caspian Sea to the Black Sea and into the Pontic steppe. I don't know. But hold on, let's look at these mountains. What mountains at? No, that's not what I want. Okay. Caves. Here they go, y'all. So these are the caves. They said these caves were so deep inside of these caves. Let me see if I can make it bigger for y'all. Oh, they got all the pictures. Oh, my internet working good right now. That's what's up. Alright, now let me click on it. It's still loading. Well, basically, these are the Caucasus Mountains. Yeah, I'm getting it. Wait on their ass. I ain't waiting on them. But yeah, they said these mountains, these caves were so deep inside. But oh yeah, let's go into no. So these people call themselves Semitic, and if you look up the they always saying anti-Semitic and stuff like that. I don't want to go into the name of them because it's kind of controversial, and it's like, and now you anti-Semitic if you talk about them and stuff like that. But and we on a commercial program platform, so we don't want to get banned for talking about them. But we gonna talk about them. Looking at, I don't even be looking at my chat. But Semitic refers to primarily a branch of Afro-Asiatic languages family. Afro-Asiatic is a strong word, including Arabic, Hebrew, Amharic, and Aramaic, originally by ancient people in the Middle East and North Africa. Major languages are Arabic, over 450 million speakers, and Hebrew, historically rooted in the Fertile Crescent. These cultures share profound linguistic similarities and have significant influence religious and culture landscapes over 4,000 years. So I'm gonna let you know, we're gonna call them shoes. We ain't gonna say the J word because the letter J wasn't invented into wasn't invented until 1524, I believe. Yeah, the letter J was introduced in 1524. So we're just gonna call them, instead of call them the JES word, we're gonna just say shoes, like that. You know what I'm saying? So these shoes claim to be Semitic, which the definition of Semitic is not Semitic because they from that area. But you know the Noah story. The Noah story is actually the Noah story actually comes from the Noah story actually comes from out of the Emu Elish. That's like Inky and Enlil and all that. You know what I'm saying? There it is. No, it's actually Utum Pisham. So this is the story where Noah came from. I'm looking at like 3 different things, but that's they don't have let's go to the Wikipedia. In my house, I keep driving frames, this shit bugging me. So here we are. Utum Peachum, Akkadian. He has found life. Was the legendary mortal king of ancient city Uruk in the southern Iraq, who, according to Gilgamesh flood myth, survived the flood by making an occupied boat. He is called by different names. He called by different names in different traditions. This name right here, Life of Long Days, rendered this name. I don't want to butcher that. In the earliest Sumerian versions, later Shuruppak after his city exceeded wise in the earliest Akkadian sources, and Utum Peachum he was found life, and after Akkadian sources such as the Epic of Gilgamesh, his father was a king Obar Tutu, friend of the god Tutu. I never knew he had a father. That's interesting. I wonder who his father is in the Bible. But let's keep going. Autumn Peachum is the 8th and of the, I don't want to butcher this word either, antediluvian kings of Mesopotamia. I can't even say Mesopotamia, whatever. Legend. He Mesopotamian legend, that's how you say it. He will live to around 2900 BC, corresponding to the flood deposit of Siropak between the Jemmet Dead Nessar and the early dynastic levels. In Mesopotamia narratives, he is the flood hero acting by god Enki Akkadian to create a giant ship to be called the preserver of life in the preparation of the giant flood that will wipe out all life. The character appears in the tablets in the tablet 6 of standard Babylonian epic of Gilgamesh at the culmination of Gilgamesh searching for immortality. The story of Autumn Peachum has drawn scholarly comparisons due to similarities between and the storylines about Noah and the book of Genesis. So we gonna get into the story, but you can get in that you can do your own research, you can do the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? So this is actually Noah, and Noah had 3 sons. They don't show his sons to Peachum, but in the folklore, as we said, he had 3 sons. So Shem, Ham, and Japheth. So as we know in the story, hold on, let's go back. Yeah, they scattered after the flood. They all scattered. Okay, right here. Often considered the eldest, he was considered the ancestor of the Semitic Shem. That's where Semitic come from. People during the Shoes, and his line leads to Abraham. Abraham is a very potent individual because religion all stems off the Abrahamic religion, from Judaism to Christianity and Islam. Ham, the youngest son, his youngest son Canaan was cursed after Ham and his father's nakedness, and descended are largely associated with the regions of around Africa and the southern Mesopotamia, and including the Egypt and Kush. So what was they got this like backwards? You know they telling the story. Well, if they telling the story to the wrong way, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck happened? My shit just stopped. My dog barking, y'all. I might have to go see what the fuck going on. Give me a second. I don't think I got no music on here, though. Yeah. Give me a second, check.
Look at my rollie. Look at your rollie. Your shit rockless. My shit hockey goalie. You should go and hide it. Man, it's too bad. Like a ball nigga still wearing do-rags. It's really God's boy, please be mindful. Don't have words with me cause I got a mindful. I can tell every day there was a mind behind Seinfeld. Wanna know how I feel? Step into my minefield. Wanna know how pain feels? I got off my main pills. Bet my wifey stay close, she know I'm on my Bezos. Opioid addiction, pharmacy's the real trap. Sometimes I feel trapped, joy with no field jack. 1 year it's Illuminati, next year it's a sucking place. They don't want me to change, now nigga running place. I need someone else to make this drink, because you don't understand the true to vodka ratio. Got to satisfy a real drunk. Guess what? Never trust a bartender that don't drink, bitch.
And we're back. False alarm. My dog barking for nothing. So, where I left off at? Oh yeah, but this is where they are from. Oh, how they separate them according to the Bible. Shem, Jesphet, and Ham on the bottom. So with that being said, we're gonna go into a couple of books I wanted to show y'all. Damn, I should have had this set up when I was doing this. Well, the books we're gonna go into is Kicked Out of Heaven, Don Stowe's Story of the White Race, and Next You Know No Color Line. Also, More Than Spain. I'm gonna go with those 1, 2, 3, 4. About 4 books. Even though this is a whole trilogy, but I already got information on it. But I'm gonna show you the books real quick. Should I show you the books? What is this? Right. Oh yeah. This book too. The 13th Tribe, the Khazars, and the Empire. So in this book, the 13th Tribe, it traces the history of the Khazars, a powerful but largely forgotten Turkish state that ruled the region between the Caucasus and the Caucasus from the 7th to the 10th centuries. So if you don't know the 7th and the 10th century, you gotta think of time. So we in the 21st century, so the last century was the 20th century, I believe. So that's like 1900s and stuff like that. So it's like a step back, if you get what I'm saying. So the 7th century would be 600s, and the 10th century would be 900s. 900 AD, 600 AD. Between those times. So dreaded so my music up loud. Let me turn my music down. I feel like that shit up loud. So. I don't think I got my music on this side. Hold on 1 second. Let me put my music on. Oh, not that. Turn off YouTube. Let me turn this down. Yeah. And let me turn this down too. Yeah. Alright, that sounds better. Yeah. 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 Yeah, that sounds better. Okay, I got double audio. Shit was kind of throwing me off. Okay, so strategically positioned at the gateway between the Black Sea and the Caspian, the Khazars served a vital bulwark for southern civilizations, effectively blocking the Arab Muslims in advance into the Eastern Europe around 740 BC, just like I said. The Khazars, ruling elite took presidential steps of converting to Judaism. So they took over the limit. They went over the limit. They like kissed ass type shit and want to become Judaism, to convert or whatever. Choosing a natural faith to maintain dependence from both Christians, Byzantine Empire, and the Muslim Caliphate. The core of the culture's thesis is the Khazar's heritage. Hold on, I need to turn my music off my headphones. The theory is that after the empire was dismantled by the Rush and later the Moguls, the Khazars migrated into Poland, Lithuania, and Russia. Kozel argues that these Caucasians migrated from the Cadal of Western Jewry, meaning that majority of the Ashkenazi Jews are Turkish Khazar descended rather than Semitic Palestinians origin. This conclusion, that's very important right there. Semitic is really Palestinians, and these niggas in they land killing. Unaliving these people in GCA. This conclusion carries the starting implications that the ancestors of the most modern Jews came not from Jordan but from Volga, rendering the tradition except the anti-Semitic history paradoxical. So I ain't gonna get into the main points, but that was a synopsis of that right there. So also I wanted to break down. I had a breakdown of the word Semitic. We'll get into that. Listen. Let me roll me another blunt. So, I forgot to get into this. This is the etymology. It's gonna give you a better understanding. My connection look crystal clear right now. What is that thing right there? It's like a line, I guess, whatever. Definition: relating family languages, including Hebrew, Aramaic. Semitic is linguistic, not biology, and not racial. Deriving from Shem, a feature in the Hebrew Bible, Genesis 10, son of Noah. The term formalized in the 18th century Europe, scholars and groups related to the languages. Hebrew, name, renown. Semitic, people of name. Originally symbolic, later turned to a classification. That's important right there. Originally symbolic, but later it turned into a classification. So, just how it said in the book, 13th Tribe, that very correlates with that right there. History and timeline. Ancient world, no one called themselves Semitic. In 1780s, Europe scholars created the term categorizing languages. In the 19th century, that's like the 1800s, the term expanded into a racial classification. Colonial era used to separate Africans into Hamitic and Shemitic heresies. A linguistic tool became a political instrument. Political science classification as control. Semitic was used to create division between Africans and Southwest Asian people. Just colonial narrative separate identity and geographic paired Hamitic used to distort African identity. Together, they both form a taxonomy of control, not truth. A taxonomy of control and not truth. Social science, identity fragmentation. By labeling groups Hamitic, Semitic, Cushitic. Where did Cushitic come from? Colonial system broken. Colonial continually impose internal identity frameworks, control internal division instead of ethnic identity, Yoruba, Igbo, etc. like that. People were introduced to abstract categories, biologically and taxonomic reality. No Semitic gene, no biological race called Semitic. Language families, cultural exchanges, zones, migration patterns, language, race. So basically, it's not even a gene of Semitic. It's just a language and a culture. If that's what you're saying. Onomastics, the power of the name Shem, the Shemite at its core, those who carry the or transmute the name. Name is identity. Renaming is control. Stripping name, stripping lineage. So Semitic, we break it down in numerology and geometry, it breaks down to 6 and 15, which equals to material world and human system. That is very powerful right there. 15, powerful dynamics and influence. Semitic encodes power through naming systems. Esoteric and diasporic connection. Name, Kemetic, Ren, true name, essence. African tradition. Names carry destiny and lineage. To control the name is to control identity, memory, and authority. The name is power. Oh, my shit disconnected. My shit was looking good. Hold on. Okay. So, Semitic is not a race. It's a logistic label that was expanded into a political tool. It is used to divide people with the shared ancient connections, reframe identity through European classification, separate languages from live lineage, and the voice of exiled sovereign. They gave us categories to forget our nations. They renamed us so we cannot recognize ourselves. But the truth remains. Before Semitic, there were names. Before categories, there were people. Before classification, there were identity, roots, and land and lineage. So, from there we want to go back into here. So, as you know, these people, it was, like I told you before, these people was like crawling on their hands and knees or whatever. So, I don't even gotta pull it up. Let me pull it up. But, if you didn't know, a lot of these people are born with tails. A lot of these white people or Caucasians are born with tails. These Khazarians or Khazaria. Let me get out of this because I don't want to get banned. But yeah, you seen it. But yeah, basically they're born with tails, and and it was said, and deeper in the caves there was these other people there. Hold on, let me give you a word real quick. I want to give you a word. So another word for these people is my notes at. I should have been following my notes the whole time. Oh yeah, so I believe this guy right here found these people. That's what I meant to go into. Yeah, this guy right here is the person. No. Let's not go into that yet. But I want to go into this. Where is it? I don't even see it. Oh, here. So these Caucasians have many names. This is one name. Homunculus is a miniature human form presented either in the 16th century as a chemical creation and theory. No. This one of them, but this is not the one I was looking for. Oh no, yeah, this it. My bad. This one first. Troglodytes. I feel like I'm taking forever with this. Oh, I ain't mash entry. Troglodyte. A person who lived in caves. So that was a troglodyte is. A troglodyte is historically documented cave-dwelling people and prehistoric humans, with the term originating from Greek troglodytes, meaning damn connection, man. I wonder how many times I hate my stream right now. The term originated from Greek troglodytes, meaning one word who creeps into holes. Man, what? God damn, man. Fuck. The one creeps into holes. Culturally, they are often described as reclusive primates or ancient accounts nomads or pastoral using caves for sheltering with the dwellings still found in North Africa and France. Wow. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that. While often used historically to describe North African tribes or early fossil men, the term now sometimes describe reclusive people. What do you mean by reclusive people? So, from there we're gonna go into so these troglodyte men, which was very hairy type of man. Here's a picture. Well, this is a tapestry right here. This was found in up there, like in the Scottish area, in the Europe area. This remarkable medieval tapestry depicts the battle between the giant wild men clothed with the historic products, perhaps their own hair. And their civilized defenders and castles. Of course, most notable in contrast skin color and the several expectations white could be noted civilizations black and lack. Therefore, the wild giants with their unkempt hair and beards attack with sticks and stones, and the other two sections of the tapestry battle with lions and dragons and unicorns as their symbols, presenting authority and power, and then presenting gifts while the wild man gave him mother and child. But yeah, this is the picture right here. Hold on. No, let me give you another picture. This is it right here. This is a better picture. I didn't see no unicorns. So is this a unicorn right here? Like a reindeer. Well, if you could see these people in the castle, these are black people. You see they black and brown, and they attacking these people, attacking them with these tall people. They all hairy and everything. And attacking these black people with sticks and stones or whatever. This nigga toenails, the fuck. But yeah, this is a tapestry. This is a woven thing. This is how they used to tell stories instead of writing stuff down back in the day. So from troglodyte to the wild man, these is also called these people the woodwolves. A mythical wild man, like a wild man again, in the woods from medieval Europe folklore, depicted as a hairy, savage, or rustic figure, often holding a club, appearing in frequent medieval art and literature. They preset between human and animal, symbolizing a untamed wilderness strength of nature. So let's go into some images of how these people look. Here are some images. Wish I could make them all bigger. Like one right here, if you see that, it's like maybe a Moor fighting the beast. Some more pictures right here. Look at this right here. These niggas taking baths and shit. Look like hairy ass man. White woman ain't hairy. They probably hairy too. I need probably to shade their face or something like that. I like a woman right there. I got another one right there. Woodwolves. You can see them on carvings on the wall. This one right here. This one right here. Well, yeah, there's a carving on the wall of the woodwolves. And this is in somewhere in Europe. Suffolk. Look at the Suffolk again. Folklore, the tribe, the people. Look at this one on the unicorn. See, I believe well, that's another thing I probably have to get into, unicorns. But yeah, the woodwolves. So from there, we're gonna go into So if you look at these woodwolves, all their hair is, you'll notice that their hair is like have a red color to them also. If you look at them, look, all their hair is, it's like a red hair. Look at, see the hair is red on this one. And where that red hair comes from, I'm finna show you right now. So in Egypt, before this time, Akhenaten was a pharaoh. Let's pull up Akhenaten. This is Akhenaten. Akhenaten is important because they said he was kind of like a mad scientist in a way. And if you look at him, some people don't know if he was a man or a woman, because if you look at his body on this picture right here, you see how the hips look and everything. But the thing about him that stood out the most was his head. He had a big fat ass African looking head. Hair goes right here. This egg shaped head looking thing right here. So if you know Jacob, I think Jacob was like was a part of the story with Akhenaten or whatever. Let's say Akhenaten and Jacob are distant figures from different contexts: Egyptian history, biblical narrative. No, oh, that's what it was. Jacob introduced monotheism. So they both was on the thing of monotheism. You know, monotheism is basically you worshiping one God, while polytheism means multiple gods. But at that time in Egypt and around the world, everybody was worshiping multiple deities. Well, not just worshiping, but honoring different deities. And somebody come out of nowhere and put them all in one. If you get what I'm saying. For me, I connect better with my ancestors. I believe there's a supreme source, but there's also different deities that always get a knowledge every day that you don't even know. When you say, thank God it's Friday, you actually thanking the God of Frida. So you can miss me without that bullshit. But back to how I was at, Jacob and Akhenaten, they both was the first that I introduced the monotheism thing. But if you, like I said before, the J wasn't invented until 1524. So Jacob, Jacob is actually Yakub, because they use Y's in Hebrew and Egypt, stuff like that. So Yakub, if you didn't know about the Yakub story, it comes from the NOI, the Nation of Islam. And he also had a big, crazy looking head also. So Yakub is the central methodical. Hold on, my damn shit, we're dropping frames again. I'm gonna have to just like re-share this later or something. I don't know. Like repost it on my YouTube or something. I don't know. I'll like have clips, I guess. So let's go. Yakub. Let me look at my stats real quick. My stats keep saying this bullshit. Yakub is a central mythological creature in the theory and the theologic of the Nation of Islam. According to NOI doctrine, Yakub was a black scientist who created the white race 6,000 years ago through a selective breeding process called grafting on the island of Patmos. This narrative serves as an origin story, explaining the history of the radical dynamics. So So Patmos, it's also could be named what's that place? Portuguese. Like not Portuguese. Yes, Portuguese, but Portugal. Yeah, Portugal. Patmos, Portugal. That's where Patmos come from. And if you know the Moors was in Spain and Portugal. So where I'm going from here. So if you didn't know, Akhenaten had a daughter. Her name was Scotia, and Scotia actually traveled up through Italy through Portugal, Patmos, and higher up into Europe, where she landed in an area which now today is Scotland, where they get the name from, Scotia. So right here, identity and origin. Roger identifies. This is from the J.A. Rogers book. This right here, where it said nature knows no color line. J.A. Rogers. Roger identifies Scotia as the Egyptian princess who married a Greek. And also around that time, like this is the time where these people just started coming out. And there was white pharaohs too, but the Greeks was actually the Etruscans, I believe. Yeah, here it is. The Etruscans. The Etruscans was black, and they lived in Rome. They lived in the region where Rome and Greek is right now. The Etruscans were an advanced indigenous civilization and flourished in ancient Italy, roughly modern Tuzan, around 900 BC to 200 BC, peaking the 6th century BC before absorbed by the modern Roman Empire. So after they left, the white people came in and just took over their stuff. They didn't even build nothing, all them sculptures and stuff. They probably like made some sculptures or whatever here and there, but all them buildings and stuff like that's all our shit. They just moved right in, you know what I'm saying? And made it a little better, put a little plaster on it, you know what I'm saying? Put some drywall up, type shit. My connection is crazy right now. I'm trying to get through this without getting pissed off. I'm gonna smoke my blunt. So, and also BC is not that far, 27 BC, because when you're counting in years, we're counting up in years through AD, but BC is counting down. So it's like, let's say it's like the negative, like let's say like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, -1, -2, -3 type shit. You know what I'm saying? So BC goes up, and when BC goes down, and well, it's like up to, and AD goes backwards. Wouldn't left be backwards and right be straight? That's crazy. I never, we tapped into something crazy just then. Oh my god, my connection. Oh. I don't want to hurt nobody. Okay. I just want to have a good connected stream, my man, my guy. What the fuck? What do I have to put my stream at just for it to be good? Like, damn. I put my shit all the way down to 600. Man, if anybody knows streaming, I put my damn, where is that? Output. I'm all the way down to 600 kbps, and I'm still lagging, gang. That's crazy. I kept hiring it, and it wasn't working. So I lowered the shit. I kept lowering shit. Shit still ain't working. Fuck, I don't know what the fuck. I'm trying to play with these damn settings. This shit about to drop again. But yeah, disconnected. I probably got like about 40 different streams running right now. Well, anyways. Let's keep going. So, yeah. He had his daughter named Scotia. Sources state she believed to be the ancestor of the Scots. The Scots is the Scotland. She is categorized alongside other figures like Malinus, the mother of Dolphus, as the Black Venus, reflecting the fascination ancient Greeks had with Negro types with their mythology and art. Yeah. So man, what the fuck? My shit keep dropping for, man. Chill. My computer hotter than a motherfucker. I'm already doing this shit going off. I ain't even think I can game. My shit gonna blow up. I'm turning the fan on and then shit making this shit hot. So yeah, Scotia, so Scotia, they said, had red hair, and Akhenaten, he was a mad scientist creating this people, these mutants. And yes, they're mutants, because if you look at the Epstein files, they tell you it's mutants. Scotia typically refers to the Latin name for Scotland, Ireland. The type of concave molding used for flooring. What? I don't know what the fuck they talking about. But yeah, basically. Yeah. Medieval Irish, Scottish legend Scotia, the daughter of the Egyptian pharaoh, ancestor of good, she is said to have the origin between Latin and Scotia, and historians say she and her alleged ancestors and spouses were purely mythological and was created to explain the name of the gas and historical native. I believe that's the idea, man. Let's see what kind of pictures they got. Anyways, well, yeah, she had red hair. So, when these Moors was over here in Scotland and Italy and Portland and all that, they was fighting these red-haired woodwolves. What you call them was what the Moors were fighting. And let's all look at the behavior acts before we get into some other stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot. Let's get into this real quick.
This is a picture of an actual human baby that was born with a tail. This is known as a vestigial tail. And did you know that all humans actually start out with a tail like this when you are an embryo? So the normal development over the first 8 weeks is we develop with a tail, and then around week 8, it usually stops development and starts to resorb. However, if something goes off in that process, the tail will continue to develop and a baby could actually be born like this. This is very rare, but if it does happen, the sizes can vary to up to several centimeters. The good news is typically there's no bony structures in these tails and they can be surgically removed. However, this can happen in humans, and this is known as a vestigial tail. This is a picture of an actual human baby that was...
That is crazy. So, did you know around 25% of white people are born with tails? They cut them off at birth. White share the DNA of the rhesus monkey. They enjoy calling others monkeys because 80% of them don't know the truth about themselves. White also share 4% Neanderthal DNA, and that's completely correct. So, a rhesus monkey. If you don't know what a rhesus monkey is, oops, I clicked the wrong thing. Let me see something real quick. Yeah. Man, this... if you didn't know the rhesus meaning, no, that's not what it means. Oh, I spelled it wrong. That's one. Okay. So, well, basically, this is a rhesus monkey. I think I'm streaming. I don't know. I might as well just stop streaming. I can't control this shit. Shit keep disconnecting, man. Shit get on my damn nerves. But yeah, this is a rhesus monkey. Yo, what the fuck? How come y'all still see that? Oh shit, I didn't know y'all could see that. Where's my camera shit? Another camera. Yes. No. That's it. Oops. Yeah. I did not know that was like that. I did not know that was like that. Why ain't you tell me that? Let me move this up a little bit. Okay, that's straight, I guess. But yeah, this is a rhesus monkey right here. He has been chosen. Here it is.
Meet Albert II.
But
This little guy should frankly
this is another monkey right
meet
here
Albert II.
that I found interesting because hold on. Before I get into this, if you didn't know a rhesus monkey, hold on, let me get this right real quick. Let me back right here. Right there. Okay. If you didn't know the blood type, it's a RH. RH stands for rhesus factor, and he's well, it's inherent protein found in the surface of blood cells. But anyways, you see how they put the shit in plain sight. They basically basing it off of them, but we not fucking my blood type ain't even no RH. I ain't even got no rhesus factor in my damn blood. Know what I'm saying? So I thought this was interesting right here because they use this they tested in their own kind. This is the closest thing that they can get to space with. So they use something similar to their kind, which was a
This little
rhesus
guy
monkey.
should frankly be a household name for his contributions to space science. On June 14th, 1949, the male rhesus macaque monkey was strapped into a US V-2 sounding rocket and blasted to an altitude of 83 miles, or 134 kilometers above the Earth. Albert II became the first primate and first mammal ever to go to space. Unfortunately for him, his return ticket did not go as planned. A parachute failed during re-entry and Albert II died on impact. Scientists were able to track his respiratory and cardiological data until the very end. Rest in peace, Big Al. Meet Albert II. This little guy should frankly be a household name for his contributions to space science. On June 14th, 1949, the male rhesus macaque.
A little-known German tapestry from Bavaria depicts a castle of knights and nobles being attacked by an invading horde of naked giants. What's interesting and surprising is that these German royals, including the king and queen, are black-skinned, possibly Moors, in contrast to the primitive race of giants who are naked and covered in hair. These giants are the wild men of Europe. The Wild Men and Moors tapestry from 1440, now housed in the Historisches Museum in Basel, suggests an alternative narrative for the foundations of medieval Europe. In spite of their existence being now widely discarded as folklore, the consistent historical depictions of wild men, also known as woodwoes, do raise questions about an untold hidden chapter in human history. The popularity of woodwoes imagery extended beyond tapestries. They appear on coats of arms, such as those of the Wild family in England and the municipality of Wolfstein in Germany, in liturgical books, such as the Luttrell Psalter. They are carved into churches and cathedrals, like the ones adorning the Magdalen College in Oxford, dating from the late 15th century. They even appear in the 1530 genealogy of the royal houses of Spain and Portugal, which coincides with a little-known German tapestry from Bavaria depicts a little-known.
So I guess that was it for what I had there. I believe that's all I had. I don't want to get into like the hygiene of how these people was living over there. That was the other book I had, Kicked Out of Heaven. How it talks about around that time. Basically they was starting to evolve a little bit, and this was the medieval time, Dark Ages. And these people was, you know what I'm saying, wasted in the streets, stuff like that. Like, talking about like, when I'm talking about waste, I'm talking about like, shit. Talking about like, shit, my nigga. But, they stuck shit in the street. Like, hold on, let me read it for you. Let me just read that something for you. Okay. During the Dark Ages, city streets essentially functioned as open sewers. Waste disposal. It was common practice to throw human species and ordure out of the windows into the streets. So imagine, my nigga, you walking down the street and somebody throw some shitty ass bucket of water on you. What the fuck you gonna do? Get up and beat their ass, you know what I'm saying?
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Yo, my like live stream is just fucking done for, my nigga. I shouldn't even stream anymore. I'm the laughing stock of the goddamn streaming community. My damn connection is motherfucking McDonald's Wi-Fi. And the thing about it, I did a speed test. My shit was like, for you geeks out there, my shit was like at 70 something. That was the download, and the upload was like at 50 something, 40, I think it was 50 or 40, which is good. You know what I'm saying? So why the fuck am I lagging, bitch? Is my music playing? Better get up out of here, man. Where we at? Oh, let me show you my screen. Sure. Okay. We right up in here somewhere. Oh yeah, into the streets. And in Edinburgh, residents would shout garlic goo before dumping their close stews into the streets from the several stories high. That is crazy. So a nigga like garlic goo. What the fuck? Garlic goo. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. What the fuck wrong with you, crazy? The Kindle. The waste of the slaughterhouse, vegetable trimmings, and animal entrails were dumped into kennels and gutter runways in the middle of the streets where they would rot for days until the rain washed it towards the rivers. Ew. The river's water was also cooked. Did they say cooked? No, choked. I was about to say, you might well say that shit was cooked. With the refuse of latrines and sewers, making the hosts a disease and results in people severely. And as a result, people prefer to drink ale, wine, beer rather than water. So they don't have it here. It has a more detailed inside the book I showed you, Kick Out of Heaven. But basically, when they drunk this stuff all the time, it messed it up their bodies. Like their fingers were turning black and stuff like that, which led to the Black Plague and gave them diseases and stuff like that. That's why I don't drink. They're drinking shit for white people. If you're out here getting pissy drunk as a black person, I feel bad for you. But yeah, personal hygiene and stigma abating. Cleanliness was rather prioritized, as often viewed through suspicious moral lens. The oh yeah, I forgot to show you. So before I get into that, this guy right here introduced soap and everything to these people. Where's his name at? Oh, right here. So they say, quote, this guy, which is a Moor, he introduced soap and this guy right here. They say he introduced soap. See the year? He introduced all that stuff into the Moors. Let me see if they got an overview. Commonly known as Xavier, a singer and a loud lute player, composer, poet, and teacher. He lived and worked and now was Iraq, West Asia during the medieval period. Hold on, I don't say what he did though. Let me go a little deeper. He also was a polymath with the knowledge of astrology, geology, meteorology, bionomics, culture, art, and fashion. His nickname Zayyib comes from Persian for Jaybird. It was like for Blackbird. His nickname is really Blackbird because he can sing and he's black, whatever. Oh, here it is right here. Blackbird in Spanish. He is active and it's a lot of crazy words. I'm not gonna go with the words. He was active. He was active fame at the Assassin Court in Baghdad, his birthplace. I'm trying to find the part where Tyrell was gifted. Hold on. I don't know where it was. Where I found it. I might have been on here where it was. Yo, it is hot in here. I don't know. This might not be. Well, basically, they say he introduced shit to the Caucasian. He made perfumes and all that shit popular and all that shit. Who invented? Oh, I didn't even see that. Who invented deodorant? Years I lived, the Muslim scholar invented deodorant back in the 1960s. He also had lasting influence on fashion. So he invented deodorant, soap, perfumes, all that, and he delivered that to the Caucasians, or the wood roast, the troglodytes, whatever you want to call them. Also got some other names. That's call them. So the test of holiness. In earlier medieval times, the growth of the soul is sanctuary was often measured by the thickness and layer of filth on a person's body. One lady saint reportedly boasted that she had never washed any part of her body except her fingertips before taking mass. That is crazy. So these niggas never bathe. That's why I don't bathe with rags today. Bathing was unmanly. Bathing was unmanly, yeah. Among knights and robust men, it was considered unmanly to bathe. With bathing did occur, it was largely luxury for the noble classes for who might sit in a single tub for hours and eating and playing games. The docile of the bathhouse. Oh yeah, and these people also have bathhouses too. The Moors. I think it's down here. It shows that the Moors. Those Muslims, the cleanliness, the preparation, and prayer and stuff like that. They also view washing Hidden Color, Morris, you know what I'm saying? Marble floors, chamber. Oh, here it is. Voted bath chambers, and also seasonal graduating color. So the Morris will fly, you know what I'm saying? They'll fly niggas, you know what I'm saying? Pull up on you with the turban and the high sheesh, you know what I'm saying? Smoking on the high sheesh. Matter of fact, where the high sheesh at? Let me hit that dude. My window wide open. So yeah, these niggas dirty as fuck. But we finna get up out of here, man. Fuck this shit. Cause I'm done. I'm drained. I was on game, but fuck all that. So we gonna yeah. Finna get up out of here, gang. That was a good stream for me, and my mouth ain't moving no more. It's moving a little bit. Oh, there it is. Okay, bet. So we didn't do today's mathematics today. I'm gonna set up a system where I can tell you the mathematics every day. But I see you, gang. We out. Hold up. There we go.
I got a couple throwbacks, it's just I do not wear my